I noticed that there were some pitch changes in the bloop at certain parts of the recording, so I ran a spectrogram analysis of the data and in the frequencies that were above the range of human hearing, and this is what I found. This is it at original speed, with the whale sounds removed. I then slowed the recording down into the range of human hearing. Here it is at 1/3 of its original speed. Multiple individuals, literally thousands of different signifiers, at least half dozen individual voice prints. So what you see here is language. They're talking to one another.
What animal could possibly have a language so complex, so sophisticated? Our theory was this was a new species of dolphin, but there's another theory we should have considered sooner: the aquatic ape theory. It's a theory about us, really, about where we come from. And I know it's always been controversial, but now I think there's really something to it. Why are we so different from other terrestrial animals? According to the theory, it's because there was a time when early humans spent much of their lives in the sea. And the traits that make us so different from other land animals are a legacy from this period. We can control our breathing like marine mammals and hold our breath longer than any other land animal. The human record for breath holding is nearly 20 minutes. That's almost as long as a dolphin can dive. Compared to our closest relatives, the apes, we have a much more flexible spine, and we have partial webbing between our fingers and toes that they don't have. These are features for an aquatic environment. Why have them unless to help us swim? And human babies hold their breath underwater automatically. They instinctively know how to swim, whereas a baby chimp or gorilla would drown.
There's a mystery of the world, and the mystery of the world is look for no God to save you but yourself, because it's within you. It's within you.
I absolutely don't see nothing wrong with unaliving other races of people that have done treacherous things to my people. I don't see nothing wrong with unaliving them and their children, the wives, the husbands, the grandmothers, the grandfathers. I see nothing wrong with that when the time comes. So for all you other black people that likes to turn the other cheek, you should fall with your oppressors as well. I think you should die through the storm too. Hey, I'm done arguing with y'all. I'm done going back and forth. I'm done with trying to sit. I'm not even trying to do shit. I'm done with y'all trying to pull out the plants that's made inside of us through our ancestors. Fuck y'all. We said what we said. Either you get with the program or you die with them.
I would just urge those who want to have a second forum to keep your eye on the issue here. The issue is that the individuals in these groups do not have Abenaki ancestry. They have great stories.
Who determines that?
Say, because I've actually
Who
seen,
determines that?
I
Say that.
actually did the genealogies of every single family that they claim
You're so
in their
full of
own
crap.
documentation.
That's not
And
true.
there's no Abenaki ancestors. That's it. That's the story. You had a flawed process that recognized people who have no Abenaki ancestry, and now you have individuals who are upset because of that, because there's a possibility that that truth will come out. But that was never part of the process. I have all of the documents. You can access it yourself. This is a serious problem that you've engaged in.
That's okay.
Back and broke my neck and turned around and said, no way, bro. I got pictures of all this shit. This is like the second time I done found some crazy ass shit, bro. Just driving, nigga. Niggas talk about all this archaeological shit, nigga. I'm finding it, nigga. I'm finding clues. What the fuck is that? How old is it? Motherfuckers just driving by like this shit ain't here, nigga. Then, look. DMT everywhere, nigga. This is lichen. DMT fucking everywhere. Look at this mama tree. Had to get out and hug her. She got them screaming cosmic shit. Oh my God, bro, what is going on? Nigga, I done stopped DoorDashing for this shit. It's more over here. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, all this shit is covered. There's something crazy underneath all this shit, bro. Look at this shit, bro. What the fuck is, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Nigga. Does this shit not blow y'all fucking mind, bro? I'm going home after this. This is some whole other shit. I gotta post this. I've never seen it like this, bro. I've never seen it like this. I don't know what the fuck what land am I on, nigga? What is this? What the fuck is going on? Where am I at, nigga? This shit is nuts. Bro, is this shit normal? Y'all see this shit?
Did you notice what happened to the sky when the camera panned upwards? While the sky pixelated, the building remains free of any pixelation. Let's take another look at the clip. When examining the image, the sky shows pixelation, and the building, on the other hand, shows no pixelation at all. This should not be happening when a camera refocuses. The entire scene should be blurry or pixelated until it refocuses, and then the whole scene becomes clear when the camera is in focus. Check this out. Now pay attention to the sky and the building. As I previously said, the building remains unpixelated, but the sky clearly shows pixelation. This shows that there is something obfuscating our view of the sky, and something is being hidden. That blue sky looks fairly clear apart from a few trails that can be seen. So what could they possibly be hiding? There seems to be nothing but blue sky. Shall we take a look? Now pay close attention. What you are seeing is a very small section of the mechanism that gives us our sky. I will point some parts out for you just in case you are having trouble deciphering the image. Now focus on the image. I'll leave you to soak it in, and I will see you in the next video. One love.
I think only the spiritual shorty's gonna understand this, but that man said, snuck in my dream trying to see if we besties, return to sender, she can't manifest me. If you know, you know, bro. But when I tell you it's in the music, you gotta listen.
Yo guys, this tweet is saying that China is going to be restricting exports of 7 rare earth metals to all countries. If that sounds familiar, you're not wrong. Because that's literally the exact plot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, a video game that was released in 2012. Like, read this. And look at the year they said that this would start. The year 2025, where China and the United States are in a Cold War after China stops exporting rare earth elements. In this future setting, militaries use robotic weaponry, cyber warfare, unmanned vehicles, and futuristic technology. Like, that is happening today. Guaranteed for a fact right now. So when I see this, I start thinking of predictive programming, like when the Simpsons were showing 9/11 subliminal messages and all these other little cartoons that talk about it, the $20 bill. So is that just me assigning value to simply a coincidence, or is that something that we should all talk about and be aware of? I have no idea. I don't know.
But we shop here almost every year. We live right down the
Sorry.
road. We like coming here. We've never had a bad experience.
Right.
But it's very concerning, and I'm not on a civil rights crusade here, but when we're shopping and we see the entire section of ethnic products locked up in a case, it's pretty offensive.
Well,
I understand that you guys have your asset protection, but I think I need a number to your corporate office or whoever decides what products are locked up, because it's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't want to direct this towards you.
No, I get it.
But I find it very hard to believe that numbers would dictate that those are the products being stolen above
Well, I will say
the white people stuff that's right next to it. Sorry to put it that way,
Well,
but the
if
only
you-
people that purchase those products are of color or are Hispanic. It's the entire section.
Right.
I would understand if it was a few products mixed in with some other products that other races buy, but it's the entire section.
It is. And if you look further down that's the whole aisle, that's at the end there. If you look at the other end, that's all locked up too. I actually have, I think, 8 doors.
Wait,
Those are
when
just-
you talk about the other end, are you talking about like razors and things like that?
No. The area you're talking about is towards the middle of the store.
Yeah, the one that says ethnic.
Right,
And
and then
has-
if you go to the other end of the aisle, which is closer to the front, I have 8 doors locked up there too, because it's just high-end stuff there.
Yeah,
It's just it never was before.
I know.
The timing
You're a
is
very
kind
good
of
manager,
impeccable.
and I understand that. That's why I'm not want to direct any sort of wrath your way, but it really makes me not want to shop here.
It's
Like, we live in a community of acceptance,
right.
and I can't.
It seems
I
extremely
don't have access to
discriminating.
your guys' numbers and all that.
No, I will give
But there's no
I'll
way.
give you the number.
There's just no way that you guys can justify that. Not to me. So,
I
don't
know,
want to take
it's-
up too much of
no,
your
I'm
time.
gonna get
Is
you the
there a
number.
number on here? On the receipt?
You know what? I really never looked at it.
But I love your sweatshirt because I love hearts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And like I said, we're not trying to,
Obviously, all of y'all forgot, so I'm going to help y'all remember, all right? A lot of the people on the Epstein list were also implicated in the Diddy scandal. And then they turned around and went to the Grammys and sung at the top of their lungs, Not Like Us. Then they went to Twitter and praised Kendrick for his Super Bowl performance. When I say this, I need you to listen to me very carefully, okay? Those who were most guilty, scream the loudest. Remember.
Come again? Everybody don't have a belly button. Girl, you tripping. That's exactly what I told my daughter when she came in here talking about some everybody don't have a belly button. So a few days ago, I'm prepping to do a video talking about belly buttons and the esoteric meaning behind each of those. As I'm doing the video, my oldest daughter comes in my room. I'm like, girl, let me see your belly button. Let me see what kind you got. So she shows me. Hers is like an any out. Got a real indecisive belly button. I break it down for her what it mean and all that. So she stops mid-sentence and was like, but hold on, Ma. Have you ever seen anybody without a belly button? So I'm like, what are you talking about? Everybody have to have a belly button. She was like, I promise you everybody don't have a belly button. So now I'm ready to really go back and forth with her because you're not making no sense. This is literally where the umbilical cord connects and provides nutrients when you're a baby. So if you don't have one, how did that happen? So many thoughts going through my head, so now I gotta figure this shit out. My daughter was expecting me to have the answers. Like, Ma, you don't know? Hell no, I don't. Of course, I took some time. I had to sit with it because I don't look for validation from nobody but me. And I think I got it. Like I said, some people literally have no navel at all. Some people just have skin with a little indent. I mean, very faint. Spiritually, though, the belly button is the first energetic seal. Like your sacred scar from your cosmic cord. It's your direct connection to source, also to the womb and to the ancestor. It's literally one of the first marks that your body carries after birth. So, for it to be missing, baffling, mind-blowing. That ain't just medical. That's metaphysical. Y'all remember how we said people that don't have internal dialogue, they may be NPC? Meaning, if you don't have conversations in your head and hear yourself without actually speaking, are you even real? It's like something in their soul coding just ain't active. I'm starting to think this that same kind of situation. I had to ask myself again, how they don't have a belly button. The umbilical cord literally has to go there to keep you alive in the womb. Y'all see the dilemma here? Like, for real, I'm serious. There's not much that really be baffling my mind. This one right here, I know in some cases it could be from surgery. Like, people may have had a trauma, an accident, transplant, or maybe even a certain birth defect. For the people who are literally born like that, with none of those other factors playing into it, what's going on here? Now I gotta ask y'all, have you ever met anybody that don't have a belly button? I'm trying to see how common it is. If that's you, ain't no shade. I'm just real curious. I be wondering if shit like this is like proof of a glitch in the matrix. I don't know. I just thought it was extremely interesting because I ain't never heard no shit like that before. Never seen it either. Never a dull moment in Yaya's world. You learn something new every day. Make sure you tune in for part 2 because I'm going to break down the characteristics of people with innies or outies, flat, round, or oval navel. Of course, now, people with no navel at all. And if you enjoy Deep Thoughts and you in Atlanta, Georgia, April 25th and 26th, you know it's going down. Yaya Soul Jam session where we're going to tell stories through the music. We're also going to have food. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have products to take you to your own universe. Open mic. Of course, you get to vibe with Yaya. Like I be telling y'all, don't meet me there, beat me there. Tickets are linked below, or you can click the link in my bio. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
And Malcolm X too. Yeah, I said
what about
Malcolm
Obama?
X too. Yeah, I said Malcolm X. Obama.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something you don't know, right? Listen, and I'm just gonna clarify this, right? For everybody, even in Chicago. Did you know that every president in America, all 44 of the bitches been cousins, including Obama? Look it up. Obama is cousins to Christopher Columbus. So nobody this whole time has been voting. That's how stupid everybody is. And only one president have not been their cousin and they killed him. I'm gonna let everybody else figure out who that was. And it's not John F. Kennedy. He was cousin too. But all 44 of them been cousin. Obama they cousin. Yeah, he ain't black. He they cousin. I mean, y'all stupid. Y'all believe anything. You're the world in the trick.
Wait.
Yeah, they cousin. Look it up. Look it up.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's true. All 44 are cousins.
It's something about that water. And the water I'm talking about is the Mississippi River. People from, and I know the Great Lakes are a part of this too. People from Detroit, people from Chicago, people from St. Louis, people from Memphis, people from New Orleans, people from in those little towns in between. And not to say they are like more special than other people. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I mean like ancestral. Like the people that's from these places, and I can feel them. Like when somebody is from St. Louis or Memphis or Chicago or New Orleans, like I just feel them. Like I can just feel them in my bones. A lot of us are the ones that's being called and initiated through certain paths. And I say this because I just watched this video of this young lady that seemed to have the same story as me in relation to New Orleans. When I was younger, like in my early 20s or mid-20s, New Orleans was calling me so hard, y'all. Like New Orleans was calling me so hard. And it's like I just had to go. I had to go. And when I went, the experiences that I experienced told me so much. Like, oh my God, so much was revealed to me about my ancestry, about who I am, about the women that I came from. Of course, the Mississippi and the Nile, that whole thing. Of course that, right? But there's concentrated spiritual power in people born around that water. And I'm from this town called Blythe in Arkansas. And Arkansas is the only state that can make a diamond with the soil. And that to me has always been very interesting. Like, what is it in this soil that can make diamonds, and why can't they be made anywhere else? But anyway, that's just my own little... The way we act, like, it's so much violence in my hometown. Like, it's so much violence. And when you think about all those cities that go along that water, they all, like, crazy as batshit. Like, crazy as hell. You don't just go to St. Louis and just go to anywhere in St. Louis. That's where my daddy's family from. That's where my patriarchal bloodline is at and from. Then my matriarch is from Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas. And so it's like all this concentrated aggression. And also the aggression ain't just that, but it's also like super creative, super charismatic, super charming. But it's like on the other side of that coin, be crazy as mother. Like crazy as hell. So it's just a lot of condensed spiritual energy in people around that water. And I be telling people, like, you from around that water, you from around. I'm telling you, it's something about the folks. I don't know what it is.